but K. Baking powder and baking soda. Make sure to check the expiration date of your baking powder and baking soda, as they can lose their effectiveness over time. To test if your baking powder is salt, use high-quality sea salt or kosher salt for baking, as they have a cleaner and more complex flavor than table salt. Make sure to measure the salt carefully, as too much or too little. Fruit. When using fruit in baking, choose ripe fruit that is in season for the best flavor. You can also use frozen fruit if fresh fruit is not available, but make sure to thaw it completely. Yeast. If you're making bread or other baked goods that require yeast, make sure to use fresh yeast that has not been sitting in your pantry for too long. Old yeast can affect the rise in tea. By using high-quality, fresh ingredients and following the recipe carefully, you can create baked goods that are delicious, flavorful, and sure to impress. Whether you're making cookies, cake. Certainly, here are some additional tips for choosing the best ingredients for baking. Cream. When using cream in baking, choose heavy cream or whipping cream for the richest and creamiest flavor. Light cream or half and half can also be used, but keep in mind that this may AF. Honey. Honey can be used as a natural sweetener in baking, but it can also affect the texture and moisture of your baked goods. When using honey in baking, reduce the amount of liquid in the citrus zest. Citrus zest can add a bright and fresh flavor to your baked goods. When using citrus zest, make sure to use a microplane or fine grater to avoid getting any bitter pith in your cocoa powder. Cocoa powder is a popular ingredient in baking, but there are different types of cocoa powder available. Dutch processed cocoa powder has a darker color and a milder flavor. The bittersweet chocolate. Bittersweet chocolate can be used in baking to add a rich and complex flavor to your baked goods. Look for high-quality bittersweet chocolate with at least 60% cocoa s. Buttermilk. Buttermilk can be used in baking to add a tangy flavor and tenderize the crumb of your baked goods. If you don't have buttermilk, you can make a substitute by mixing 1 tablespoon. By using high-quality, fresh ingredients and following the recipe carefully, you can create baked goods that are delicious, flavorful, and sure to impress. Whether you're making cookies, cake. Here are some additional tips for choosing the best ingredients for baking. Vanilla beans. Vanilla beans are a luxurious and flavorful ingredient that can elevate your baked goods to the next level. Look for plump and moist vanilla beans with a strong vanilla aroma. Flour alternatives. If you're looking for flour alternatives for gluten-free or low-carb baking, there are many options available. Almond flour, coconut flour, and oat flour are popular choice. Raisins and dried fruit. Raisins and other dried fruit can add sweetness and texture to your baked goods. When using raisins or other dried fruit, make sure to soak them in hot water or oat. Extracts and flavorings. Extracts and flavorings such as almond extract, peppermint extract, and maple syrup can add unique and delicious flavors to your baked goods. When using extracts and yeast alternatives. If you're looking for yeast alternatives for bread baking, there are many options available. Baking soda and baking powder can be used as leavening agents, while sourdough. Sea salt. Sea salt comes in a variety of textures and flavors, and can add a complex and nuanced flavor to your baked goods. Look for high-quality sea salt with a clean and briny flavor. By experimenting with different ingredients and flavors, you can create baked goods that are unique and delicious. Whether you're looking for gluten-free or low-carb alternatives, or simply. Thanks for watching.